With a few busy months ahead of him, Randy's gotta get his head on straight. What's he gonna do? He's got 3 fields to harvest in one day. Is it finally time to spend the dough, buy a silo? I think so. Let's do it! This is episode 47 of Survival South America. Oh, I can't hit that note. What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Dirty Randy here. We're in June, survival series, and we've got a full truck of wood ready to roll out nice and early this morning. These are part of the trees that we fell from our big grass field, and you know, I decided today's the day. I was looking at the calendar up and coming for the summer here, and we've got quite the upcoming few months ahead of us. We've got 3 fields potentially to harvest next month alone. That's going to be a lot of work. You know, I was hoping those wouldn't line up on the same days, but I genuinely think it might, which is not the best, but you know, we're gonna have to try and get through it. We're gonna have to be up early tomorrow and just get our head in the game if that is the case. We have a new combine, so that is good. You know, hopefully that should help, but I think the only way we're gonna get through this is if we finally buy a silo, and we have, like, we're a couple $100s short. You know, we have 31,500 something right now, and we need about 32. So I figured this is probably the easiest way to get a little bit more money and just have a little bit of extra even after we're finished buying our silo. So hopefully we can get that done nice and early this morning and get somebody out to at least bring the parts out or put it up in the farmyard for us. That way we can just keep getting to work and get some other stuff done. But today is the day, finally getting a grain silo, I think. You know, it's a long time coming, and I'm looking forward to it. That's going to allow us to harvest, drop into our silo, and just keep going. We don't have to take breaks to drive all the way into town like we're doing right now when this single trailer gets full. Like, that's, you know, that's not fun. We've been just kind of been able to get away with it in previous years, but, you know, we've been growing. We've been striving to get to this point, honestly. And it's here. I'm looking forward to it. Let's unstrap all these guys. Got them pretty well organized in here, and let's see how much we can get for them. Oh, $4,800. So that's awesome. That's more than enough. That puts us over the cap, so we can order that silo and get that put in at some point. We'll probably lay out an area for it to go. You know, I've been kind of trying to wrap my head around what's the best spot for it. And we'll have just a peek at that when we get back in a minute here. And then hopefully we can get that off our hands. Oh, it's getting set up today, and we'll just move into the grass field. We've got a ton of grass on the ground that's been cut. We need to row it up, organizing it, and I'm hoping we can just get out there and make as many bales as we can. I'm not too worried about making hay. You know, it might give us a little bit more money, but at the same time, we're getting down to crunch time with harvests and other things over the horizon that we got to get done. So I don't know if it's worth it to put in that extra time to make the hay. Yeah, it would be nice, but really a lot of grass bales are going to be coming out anyways. So I'll take a lot of grass bales this season. We can keep some if we need for our sheep. I think they're doing all right. And you know, even with our sheep, oh, let's keep it on the bridge. There we go. Oh yeah. Even with the sheep, I think we've got a couple we might be able to sell at this point that are getting to be actually worth a good amount of money. So something to look into, perhaps. I think for now, let's pull this guy up just right here. Should be fine. You know, I was thinking about this area a little bit to develop it a little bit more. You know, I like this tree we've had since pretty much day one. But, you know, I'm not quite sure. This area seems like it's a little cozy for our home. I don't know, a little bit of a homestead. We'll see when we can develop it a little bit more and put some money into it. It's not really a priority at the moment. Whereas this side of the yard seems a little bit more like, you know, the farmyard with all the equipment and whatnot over here. So I was actually thinking right here, this little inlet road, we could put the silo and just kind of extend the yard out around it a little bit. And hopefully that should be a good addition. So I'm going to hop in the skid steer and just plow a little bit of the grass up and just get it out of there. That way we have kind of somewhat of a base to start with. Bucket's all the way over here. Should be pretty good. There we go. Alright. So, we've got the big bucket on here. We're just going to scrape up a little bit and just clear up some room for this silo. Should be good. Well, it's not a lot, but as you can see, it's a little wider, you know. So hopefully we can just put her in here in this little pocket there, and that should be good. I am tempted to move this guy down here, and I don't know, I want to get some more work done with it, but I know we got to get out in this grass field. But we're already kind of in the mood in the skid steer, making some roads, and there has been just a little other additions I wanted to do for some time, so I think today is a good day as any. Why not, right? Well, a couple hours later, it's all done. We got some more roads. If this place doesn't look familiar, it's because, well, it kind of isn't. You know, this is the back of what I believe is our soybean field right now. The river is just over there. We've pushed this through the trees and behind the field here. If we go straight, it doesn't really go anywhere. But if we turn through here, this kind of connects us right to our sheep. So we kind of have an alternate route through the farm now. We don't always have to stick all the way to the left if we're coming in through the river. We have a little bit more options now to just scoot around. So hopefully that should help, and it's kind of defining a little bit more of the farm, you know, more areas for fields. I mean, there's always area for the fields, but I don't know, can we even keep up with adding more fields at this point? I feel like we need to get a bigger plow is going to be the next big step for that. So we're going to bring this guy back up to the top of the yard, put the forks back on, because I believe we probably, oh boy, are going to need that to put up the silo. Well, I suppose it's time to row some of this stuff up. I cannot remember if we've used this tractor for rowing or not before. I know we couldn't really use the International. It had its issues getting this thing low enough. I can't remember if this has the same problems or not. We may use this for like one of its first jobs. I can't recall, but we're going to be doing her now. So, what is the best way to start off? I guess just start doing it wherever. We've done it before. I think the last time we did this, we made a pretty mega big swath, but now we have a pretty large field. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to try our best to keep it clean, keep it organized, and just get it done the best we can. But I'm not really sure what to expect. This is a pretty big job at this point.
Well, that was pretty gnarly. That took a lot longer than I thought. It's a big field, and it's a pretty small rower, but we got it done. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just looking forward to what's next. Hopefully, a silo up in the yard. Let's go check it out. It's already 4:30 today, so, I mean, it's been a long one. You know what? Our baling stuff is already down here, so we may as well just get hooked up to it. And we can always just walk up to the top of the yard there and check out the silo. Let's see if we can squeeze by without hitting this tree. Alright, we're plenty good, bud. Alright, 1, 2, oh, power. There we go, okay. Alright, alright. Oh, I do see it up there. It kind of blends in a little bit. But let's get this guy. I don't even know where the best spot for him is. Somewhere along here. Oh gosh, such a big field. This is going to require some more upgrades, I feel. You know, probably a windrower being one of them. If we can get something pretty wide, that would be amazing. They generally don't take too much power to run, so it's more of just a cost issue. So, you know, we'll see what we can do after spending $32,000 on this silo. Let's go have a peek. Wow. I like it. So this is what we bought. It holds about 75,000 liters, so more than we're able to produce on these fields. That should be plenty fine. A little bit of an auger system built into it, so that is good. No extra expenses required there. Dump off our grain here, shoots it into the silo, and of course you can see the auger right there that we can drive under to unload. So that should be amazing. You know, it's just a matter of waiting for these harvests to be ready, which they should be pretty soon. I'm not sure quite how much daylight we got left. You know, it's a little after 5 right now, but I think we should try and get a little bit of baling done, because tomorrow we just got to start up the combine, probably just put a tractor on the trailer, could even use the truck if we really wanted to, and I think we're good. We don't need to make any crazy big trips or anything like that. It's just a matter of getting her done, and of course there's all the work that comes after that, but you know, that is what it is. I'd like to get a head start on this at least. Alright, the sky is actually on fire right now. Looking good. We have not quite another full trailer, but another good load here. We can unstack And hopefully, I mean, well, actually, that is it for our grass field. So that's awesome. 30 right now. And, well, all the grass bales are taken care of. That is awesome. And really taking advantage of these long summer days. You know, we're going to have another long day tomorrow, I imagine. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be a tight squeeze. But thankfully, we have this silo now. So, you know, with any luck, we'll be able to get her done, no problem. I mean, hey, that truck's already hooked up to the trailer, so you never know. We might just leave it with that for now. So, you know, it's been a good one. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't go anywhere, because we got a few big harvests. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to make it through, so we'll just have to watch and find out. All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.